Bada bing, bada boom. Social Inform Media.
This story is brought to us from WPRI.com out of Providence, Rhode Island. And you know, every time I see a story on Providence, I think about this judge. I can't think of his name, but he's a really old guy. He's the nicest judge I've ever seen. I mean, this judge gives so many people breaks. He's like, you know, I get it. And he's amazing. He should come to California and be a judge because he's just amazing. Providence Police Captain Stephen Gencarella put in for retirement on Friday one day after he was sentenced for assaulting a handcuffed suspect last year. So he was sentenced for a crime and he retires. Now he gets to live a good life, right? What was his sentence? Gencarella was sentenced to 1 year of probation after pleading no contest to the misdemeanor charge in Providence District Court. He should have had that judge. Maybe he would have gotten just a fine.
Providence Police Captain Stephen Gencarella reporting to court Thursday afternoon to be charged with assault. It stems from this incident on the night of July 3rd outside the Independence Day fireworks at India Point.
He was also ordered to have no contact with Armando Rivas, the man whose head he slammed into the pavement during an arrest last summer. The incident was captured on video.
Gencarella pleaded not guilty to the assault charge Thursday and was released. His attorney Michael Colucci claims Gencarella used force because Rivas was reaching for his waistband. Police did later find a knife on Rivas.
Is grabbing someone and slamming their head to the ground an approved use of force?
Use of force is use of force. Whatever will work, if it's reasonable, with some measure for the likelihood of success at the moment. Options that might be available to you. That's all an officer has on the street that he can use.
With more than 25 years on the force, Gencarella exceeds the required 2 decades to collect a full pension from the city. Mayor Brett Smiley is not planning to try and take action against Gencarella's pension, despite the assault case, according to Communications Director Patricia Sokaris. So the mayor's not going to try to keep him from getting his pension. He can't. The union blocks that, right? The union will tell the mayor, it's his retirement. Had he not retired, Gencarella was facing possible termination for his actions. Former Police Chief Hugh Clements had given the captain notice of his firing last year, which Gencarella was planning to challenge under the Law Enforcement Officers' Bill of Rights. You see, anytime you're going to get fired from a city, county, state job, if you meet the requirements for retirement under most union Bill of Rights, they have to offer you a retirement. They have to. Okay, you can take your retirement. All right, it's yours. You paid into it, and that's how it is. So that's why people will say, "Yeah, he retired. He's going to be allowed to." Gencarella was also receiving his full $105,000 salary tax-free, while his criminal case was ongoing because he was on injured on duty status. So he got injured slamming this guy's head into the pavement. Well, he must have hurt his elbow or something. But he's getting $105,000 tax-free salary while his criminal case is, being heard. Oh, it's good to be a cop, isn't it?
Lieutenant Matthew Jeanette and Gencarella wrestled Armando Rivas to the ground after police say Rivas became irate that his double-parked car was being towed. About 15 seconds after Rivas was cuffed and lying face down, Gencarella is seen on the bystander video grabbing Rivas by the hair and slamming his face into the ground.
Why were they towing it? Why couldn't they just give him a citation or whatever? Oh, because if they tow it, the city gets more money. It's probably why the mayor's not fighting it. Mayor's like, hey, he's making us money for the city. Mayor couldn't fight it anyway. The union would have been like, dat, 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 dat. That's his pension.